I think of the running community as my family. I've always thought of these races as bringing the family together for a race and really having it community focused. The first race happened, nobody knew about it, 10 men, 10 women showed up. It was a fun time. The second race, more people showed up. The third race, even more showed up. And after that, we were a hit. We called it Take the Bridge. The reason behind that is I was living in Brooklyn, working in Manhattan, and I would run home from work at midnight, and that would include running over the bridges. It's in one moment in the city where you don't have traffic, you don't have anything interfering, and it's like a calm moment. Take the Bridge is a new concept in racing. People get so caught up in all these metrics of a race and also the pitting of the different teams against one another, and it's like, let's just take all that fucking away. You don't have a time clock, there's no mile markers, there's actually not even a set course.
It's like guerrilla racing. You know, just take to the streets and get it done, like however you need to do it, right?
It's like an unsanctioned checkpoint-based race. You decide the course, you make the rules. Our only rules are like, hit the checkpoints and don't get hurt.
There's so many facets of running and running communities, but what she's tapped into is the underground, unsanctioned alley cat night racing.
The practice that I put into play was I'll go to the city, I'll meet with all of the leaders within the running community, let them know about our race, educate them about our race, and then have them be a part of bringing people in within the community.
Gently direct the runners and they like.
This is just a couple of days before the race and we're just gonna go and scout all the checkpoints. I think it would actually be kind of fun to make them go through this parking lot.
It's pretty rad. So you're looking at the best way according to a robot. I don't think people are gonna figure this out on the spot.
It's not that hard to throw the races, but what is hard is knowing your community and like really trying to activate within the community and knowing what's going to be successful and what's not. We're in my New York City apartment right now, and I've just moved out of this apartment and put everything into storage, and we're traveling to one city per week, and I'll be there for the week, and then at the end of the week we have a race. I've never done so many races back to back in person ever before. So I don't know what I'm taking on. We are about to embark on our next journey. Yeah. I had planned out as much as I could for what different cities we were gonna do, the route that I was gonna take, but like I also had to know that some things are not gonna go to plan, and I just have to realize that right now, and I can't get upset about it. I just have to keep rolling with the punches.
A quick rundown of the course. We have checkpoints. As far as how you get to those checkpoints, pretty much all of this is up to you.
I just told them it's on that bridge, but they don't know exactly where it's at.
And we're going to keep it that way.
We give you the checkpoints like right beforehand, and so people are like, oh my god, what way should we go? What about this way? What about this way? And so everybody's like huddled together trying to figure this out together.
Right there. So right off of 6th.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm Anton, by the way.
Matt.
Nice to meet you, man.
We're taking the metrics out of racing so that you're getting out of your element and you're having to think on your toes.
Everybody's kind of raw in that sense, very vulnerable.
Everybody's working through this race together.
So our first checkpoint here is going to be Lucas Street and West 5th Street.
You don't want to go down 5th. So you're going to swing back and just go back down 6th.
Here's the library, right?
There's hope.
And here's hope. And it
Walk by the light,
has
then
to
I'll
be,
take the
right?
right.
How are we doing?
Yeah!
3, 2, 1, stop!
Let it boy down! So
It's not just a 5K, 10K. There are so many other things that go into whether you can do well in this race.
All right, y'all. We're getting real weird, apparently. We're coming in hot. We're coming in hot.
They are not just relying on their physical skills. They really do have to be a little savvy about like how to do things.
We had to hop a fence.
People are going left, people are going right, people don't know where to go. It's confusion. Where'd everyone go?
I'm like ready for something to just be a party and be fun and be silly.
The athletes have gone into the jungle. I don't even know what goes on in there.
I heard in LA they were like cutting through people's backyards and jumping over fences.
They're cutting through lawns. They're coming out covered in their neighbor's celery.
Oh, check this out.
We connect with each other in a very human way, and we sweat together, we suffer, we high five, we cheer each other on, and I think that's what community is about.
Each place makes it their own thing because everybody has like, oh, I've always wanted to race this area of town.
In Austin, everybody runs at Lady Bird Lake. They like balls to the walls because they like know that path so well.
Nice.
Chicago, this is the funny thing about Chicago. The entire community showed up at the base of that hill. Like, the energy was fucking amazing. This whole elation of, I feel like a fucking warrior. I feel like I just did something so fucking badass. Woo! You did that with all these other people. Even if you've never run with this person before, like maybe they helped you get through an intersection that you didn't know how to get through. Because of that, you're then connected with that person and you come back and you're like, oh my God!
I was like fight or flight. I was like, well, fuck, I'm not turning around so I can climb both fences.
Within running, as much as it's like this sport of like adventure and like fun, it can be very regimented and like this is how I do it. And so like this race really opens your mind to being like, I can't have certain expectations of what this race is going to be, and I have to, within my element in the race, be very open to new things happening and making shifts very quickly.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Nice work.
Yeah. Yeah, what kind of shortcut is that? That's wild.
I thought this was like a mapped 5K. Yes.
I was in a group of 4 till the bridge, and then the 2 girls split, and then it was just me. No one expected me to come around the corner, and I was like, this is wild.
That is the element of competition and racing that you definitely don't find during those morning races.
It was tough.
It was fun though.
How I thought things were going to work out, maybe that's actually not the best way for things to work out, and maybe, you know, something's going to happen within the world that presents a new opportunity, and I just have to be open and just take it and just be like, I guess this is the new route.
You took an elevator?
Yeah. It could have taken forever. It could have, but it didn't.
This has been my baby. It's this precious thing that I've been holding on to for so long, and like at a certain point you have to just let it go.
Thank you so much.
I need other people's help to continue to sustain this. Not only keeping Take the Bridge going, but growing.